am going to have...
No.
Let me have a quarter of a fella.
The fellas are for the fellas.
Oh!
I got something for you right here in my pocket.
Oh.
For the ladies. I knew that we had a woman on the podcast.
Oh, that's gorgeous, actually. Thank you.
What is it?
It's a Gordon's premium pink gin and soda.
Oh.
And I'll be partaking. This man knows what ladies want. Thank you.
We look after women who go on.
I've just had my mic repositioned so these guys can clearly hear women's voices. This is really lovely,
Exactly.
actually. I've never been treated this well on the podcast before.
No, because, it's a tech podcast. And when a woman walks in the room, you show deference, you show respect. If Raf went on a cosmetics podcast, for example, I hope that he would be shown the same hospitality.
And I'm sure the many cosmetics podcasts out there feel the same.
We have a special guest on the podcast today. We're talking about the mum algorithm.
No, we're talking about the mum. We're talking about parenting.
Parenting and technology. There's a lot of anxieties about it. The intersection between the anxieties of parenting and the awful technology that we engage with every day, and some of the good stuff. Some of it's quite good. So we have a special guest who's come on to help us from the podcast Baby Shoes.
Hello.
It's Humyara Mahbub.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
And a down round listener.
A down round listener, a true fan, I think. Especially of you, Henno. Raf, to me, you're kind of a guy. But
I'm a fella.
Yeah. But Henno is I don't know if you know this, but in medieval times, I imagine if you were a peasant, there would be a monk you would go to be like, Brother Hennessy.
Yeah.
What would you say?
My clover's coming up yellow.
Yeah.
I need to understand why.
Classic.
It's bad for the cows.
My humor's unbalanced.
Exactly. Yes. I have too much bile, brother, I'd say.
Yep. Yeah. That's me.
You're that guy to me. Anytime I message Henno regularly with questions like, economy bad? And I'll get an answer. A good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
It helps me navigate the choppy waters of tech, this
That's
modern
good.
world.
Yeah.
Hum will often send me a message using Siri while she's driving her Nissan Cube.
I'm a famous Cube driver.
Famous Cube driver.
Head.
Oh, yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen it, and I do pity you, it's a vehicle produced by Nissan, which is perfectly square, perfectly cubic.
Mm-hmm.
But quite low to the ground. But how does it feel like when you get into the car?
I've had multiple friends because I have the kind of, not to brag, I've got the kind of insurance where your friends can drive your car and they're covered.
Big.
Elite.
My friends who have driven it, multiple of them have said, and some of them have said it in a derogatory way and some have said it in a very complimentary way, but they say it feels like driving a video game car.
Okay.
But
you know how, so we got two cars and one of them is like a classic, modern day family SUV as they're known or whatever, just like a medium or upper medium sized car.
People mover.
Well, no, it's not a people mover, mate.
It's actually
not even that big.
It's not. It's
No.
not that big. Yeah, it's really
like
not. I take that back.
It's
I'm
a
sorry.
family SUV, I think they call them, and I don't like the term SUV. I know it's not a four-wheel drive. It's like one below that.
Okay.
You know how every car is kind of shaped the same? You just kind of step into it. And then we got another car that's your classic sedan, and you really kind of drop down.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the Cube sitting on that continuum?
The Cube is you drop, but you're upright.
Right. So you still feel like you got space and you're kind of sitting up there.
It's got, if anything, too much space.
Yeah.
The cab is actually former guest on the podcast who loves the Cube, Tim Stewart.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tall man,
Yep.
a lot of torso, a lot of head.
Yep.
Yes.
In the Cube, there's room.
There's room for...
It's great. I love, tootling around with Tim in the car. It's great. He's got so much space. He's having a great time.
It's good. It's good. It's nice to hear that Tim is comfortable
Yeah.
in whatever he's doing.
All right. Okay, cool. Cube's great car. But what are we here to talk about, James?
So we're here to talk because the entire concept of your podcast, I was about to say as I understand it, but I have listened to it.
Oh, thank you so much.
I did a little bit of research to see what you're up to on the airwaves.
Oh, yes.
Is that you and Alex Lee have recently become mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, recently in the past year.
Well, in the scheme of the universe.
In the scheme of the universe, very recent.
In the scheme of me, I suppose. right? How old's your only child?
I've only got one child. She is 18 months. Yeah, so quite recently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, in comparison to me, I'm an old head.
Yeah. You've got a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Correct. And
Yeah.
another one on the way.
Oh! Announcement.
Yeah.
This is very exciting.
Yeah, number 3 on the way.
He's helping drag the birth rates up,
Yeah,
folks.
someone's got to do it,
Is
Someone's got to put their hand up and be. And I talk big game about birth rates. Everyone knows this. I won't shut up about it. So
you are above replacement, folks.
Yeah.
You are above replacement.
yeah, starting now.
That's crazy. And me, I'm coming. I don't have kids yet, so I'm coming from the perspective of someone. I'm critical. I'm going to be r/child free today.
Yeah, yeah. r/Abby Chatfield.
Yeah, exactly. But the concept of your podcast is that you are exploring the way that your algorithm changed when you became a mother. And how can you summarize that for us?
yes, it is. I mean, I know we talk a lot about how technology is designed more and more, it seems, to drive you crazy.
Yep.
But I think the Mumgorithm is specifically, it's because it is like, I guess, a teenager or a child. Like, you are at a uniquely vulnerable place in your development as a human being when you become a parent.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think
Especially, first, not to sound, but first time, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's probably the biggest change you can make in your life.
yes, and you're, at least for the person who gives birth, you are also uniquely physically just weak. You're so tired. You are, in a best case scenario, wearing a diaper you bleed into constantly. So you're not in a good way, but everybody's is telling you that, it's meant to be, wow, joyful. And of course, you're feeling the joys. There's many joys.
Yeah, but that is a perfect opportunity for us to, I guess, increase GDP and keep the commerce engine going.
Completely.
You should be buying. Like, I
You should
understand.
be purchasing.
It's what you described sounds really bad,
Sounds like you're
and I'm sorry to hear about it. But you have obligations.
sounds like you're primed for purchasing.
You got to keep the wheel turning.
And you know what? The hormones actually do make the purchasing feel really good.
Well, there you go.
So it is, and that's why the natural order of things is for women to be shopping.
Women do be shopping.
They
Yeah.
do be. They do be.
And let me be the one to say it on this podcast.
We've said it on many episodes, but it's rang hollow because there hasn't been a woman here to confirm it. But just to be clear, and I'm putting the question to you directly: do women be shopping?
I must answer yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
let's get specific. Let's get anecdotal. So, what did you feel like changed?
Okay, my Instagram feed used to be, why don't you buy a pair of cute shoes? Would be nice for you to wear on an outing with your friends. 2, here's the next ad, a cool restaurant opening up in the city of Sydney where you live.
Oh, okay.
Serving Japanese cuisine that you like.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
these things about you.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Went from that to your baby could die
Yeah.
if you don't buy this white noise machine right now, you incompetent fuck.
That does sound rough. I
Yeah.
like the restaurant you were talking about.
It's really and that's what it's saying. The thing that's worse though is that they're not saying it in that tone. They're saying it in the insidious, hey mamas.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey mamas, don't we all want the best for our babies?
Yeah.
It's infuriating.
Yeah.
And so of course Alex Lee and I have been driven mad.
Yeah.
And the podcast is an attempt to monetize that, I guess.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what we did as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Except
Someone needs to pay.
We just had a generic madness from being on the computer. Well, many people have that, but we're also kind of thinking about the computer itself.
Yeah, I think also like with the kinds of brains you have, and I'm peering into them right now as we speak. But
Yep.
Excuse me, the kinds of brains we were winning trivia
Oh,
when we
okay, yeah.
when we left the pub earlier. Were we not?
I'm not saying the brains aren't good for some things.
Okay, great.
I'm just saying I think their brains predisposed to certain kinds of madness,
Yeah.
and you happen to find yourself alive in this time.
Yeah, I'm using this as a way to just start talking about like gizmos and gadgets.
Oh, love.
But did you purchase any of the things that you saw on Instagram?
Raph, I purchased. Let me tell. I am in staggering debt. I purchased. I've talked about this on the pod. I purchased an $80 pillow.
Okay.
Under 30 centimeters long,
Oh.
shaped like a crocodile,
Oh.
designed in Denmark.
Okay. Now we're
Okay.
talking.
Well, was this all the ad? It wasn't the ad.
Oh, yeah.
Shaped like a crocodile. What is this like a
Tummy time pillow
okay? Oh, for the baby.
for the baby.
Okay.
An $80 tummy time pillow. That was obviously just to get vomited on and drooled
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
But you've got to pay your $80 for the adorable Danish crocodile.
Yep.
Did you have a like a full length kind of body pillow breastfeeding one?
I had one for when I was pregnant,
Mhm.
so that you didn't roll over. Because of course, actually worrying your baby will die starts when you are pregnant. Very anxiety inducing, and the algorithm starts changing then too. And actually, as soon as you turn 30 as a woman, the algorithm starts serving you egg freezing.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's a huge business at the moment. I mean, you see it just like private equity is big in the fertility space.
And we know there are only places that are good for people.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
everyone should be doing that. Yeah, so it's been a long journey with, I guess my algorithm has been changing slowly. Maybe if I had not had children, the algorithm would be finding new ways to insult me as a woman.
Oh, yeah.
The algorithm in this case is like targeted ads, right?
It's not, I don't know.
How do you think it knew that you were A, pregnant, or B, a mum?
I assume that it is reading my WhatsApps, which I know Zuckerberg will deny, but
I think it's getting signals
let's
from
get
WhatsApps.
real. Yeah.
It's getting
Well, but it's encrypted.
That's true.
It's got to know something, though. But also, if it's encrypted, doesn't that mean like the cops can't get to it? Why would that mean, can't Meta do its own black box thing with the data? Or if I get put in a group that's called like, Ride Mums group chat.
Yeah.
Do I know that?
Yeah, but I mean, I assume that you're browsing on Instagram and stuff is like...
Well, I try very hard not to browse on
Yeah.
Instagram. I often would click those things and say not interested.
Yeah.
But they come back. Now, of course, actually, Alex Lee and I have the Baby Shoes podcast account, and that is where I do all my research for the podcast.
But also, if you're logged into whatever, Facebook or whatever on your Chrome browser,
yeah.
then, and websites will have like the Facebook pixel on them,
Mhm.
then, and you go to those pages and then end up at Facebook, it will know that you've been to those pages.
Yep.
Of course.
And of course, every e-commerce store in the world, has the Facebook, basically every website in the world has the Facebook pixel.
That's right,
Exactly.
yeah. So you're
And I'm accepting all cookies. I don't have time
God.
to uncheck. There's no time. Thank you to the European Union or whatever for what they did. But
So they did for bringing up those. Yeah, exactly.
But I can't. I don't have time.
Accept all.
Except all.
Sometimes when it's like accept some, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm going to go with like the most negative, but like I do it very quickly to the point where sometimes like, oh, I clicked accept all. Oh, well.
I'm always clicking accept all on the basis that I'm think, oh, you know what? I'll do one good search accept all, then I'll do one junk search accept all, so it doesn't really know me. But
Yeah.
of course, I'm forgetting to do the junk searches. I've got a life to live.
I mean,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm already spending so much time clicking the damn button. I can't be spending extra time doing junk search.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's okay.
To throw the machine off my trail.
I have some broader questions that are kind of more philosophical and important, but in the short term, what pram you got?
Oh. And I hate that I've seen a recent meme about this on the Baby Shoes Explore feed.
Okay.
About the
They got you dead to rights.
yeah, about
What
how the
about?
closest local mum will feel to gang wars is upper baby versus
Upper baby,
bugaboo.
let's
Oh,
go. Upper baby Vista.
No, bugaboo.
Oh, please.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I had to do it. I'm not tall. I don't need the upper baby. Why is the baby up there?
Give me the
Upper baby, it's the best.
give me the breakdown as an r/child free guy.
Okay.
What's
so,
what
Well,
are
I've
the
got two
lines
upper
of
babies.
this turf war?
So upper baby, I believe, is for tall people. The baby's quite high up. There is a lot of space in like the little, the platform under the pram
For
where you put your
objects and
shopping,
such,
for
yeah,
objects,
yeah.
etc. But I'm not that tall, but I don't need all that. It seems a lot of Finnish nonsense.
I hadn't thought about the tallness of it.
You're not tall.
I'm average height.
Okay.
He's not short.
No. I'm just saying, you're not like, I wouldn't look at you and say, this is the guy that uses
For my
products for
ethnicity, I'm average. And actually, like globally, I'm above average.
Sorry, I shouldn't have gone there. You're so right. Factually, you are right.
Thank you. Well, what I would recommend to maybe new parents or people who are expecting it in the market. So we got the big upper baby,
Mm-hmm.
and then more recently we've got the foldable one to chuck in the back of the car. You don't need the big one, folks. Get the small one.
Oh, I disagree. We've got a big one and a small one too. Both bugaboo. Obviously, we're staying in the same ecosystem.
Boo.
My coffee cup holder for the pram fits on both.
Yeah,
so,
likewise.
Yeah. But I would recommend the big bugaboo for janky inner west streets. I think I find it. Where do you live?
I mean, like similar location.
And you don't. I find the little one really. It's only really good for the.
Well,
smooth...
you've got the bugaboo, man. Maybe you need to try the upper baby's
all right.
little one. I actually forgot what it's called. Like whatever, the smaller version of the upper baby. All right, okay. What about the carrier, baby carrier? We talking baby Bjorn, or we talking what's the other one?
I've got the Ergo Baby 360.
Ergo Baby, yeah. I got the Ergo Baby 360 as well.
Okay.
I think.
I don't like it. Do you like it? I think dads like it. I think mums don't love it. We had this discussion on our podcast, and part of the podcast is me and Alex Lee convincing each other whether or not we need to buy certain things.
Yep.
There's a $600 carrier that keeps getting advertised to us.
Really?
Yeah, and it's always modeled on incredibly. Just imagine like Giselle Bundchen. Like,
Yeah.
Right, okay.
That's always the model for this carrier, and she's always like in a bikini with a baby strapped to her on a beach next to a horse.
That wouldn't
Yeah.
happen. It just wouldn't happen.
I think if I spent $600 and bought the carrier, that's what my life would be.
Your
absolutely.
life could be like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think what's missing is the carrier. But yeah, I kind of want to get that for the next baby. But Alex Lee is very against it. She thinks the one you've got.
Ergo Baby 360, $350.
It's a great name, Ergo Baby 360.
Omni 360.
Omni
See,
360.
And again, I think that's a guy thing. I think that carrier is designed for men.
But the child can be forward, it can be back, it can be on the side.
See, men,
I
it's
think-
a gadget.
I think
360 degrees.
It's a gadget.
You can put it on the back, you can put it on the front.
This is what I said on our podcast. And Alex Lee said I was being crazy. Men love it. It's made of tactical mesh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
All right. So
This is like it's targeted at like those. It's one of my favorite Reddits, actually. Like the I think it's daily loadout. I don't
is that like
Tom,
everyday carry?
everyday carry. Sorry, yes.
I love everyday carry.
Have you seen this?
These
No.
men are insane. They've got orbit keys.
It's just photos of guys doing like flat lays of all their stuff. It's their everyday carry. It's like, this is the shit that I'm bringing all over the place. And I think there's a huge amount of crossover with the guys who do the social media posts where it's like, when I sit down at a restaurant, I'm like eyeing the exits
Yeah.
to defend my family.
Yeah. That's why I see people, especially in UFC circles, whatever, it's like that feeling only a UFC fan would understand where, if you could take every single individual in the room. And it's like, no, I don't, brother.
Does not cross my
Doesn't
mind.
cross my mind to analyze every single male in the room and decide whether I could fight them or not. Like, it just doesn't cross my mind.
The everyday carry guys, they've got like, camo wallet, flashlight. Many of them have pistols.
oh, yeah.
There's like various like
I'm trying to do the opposite.
Screwdrivers.
like knives, and they've got
Yeah.
like these kind of
It's like a credit card that turns to a knife so you can fit it in your wallet.
exactly
Tactical stuff.
It's complete tactical stuff. They spread them all out and they go.
Every day I'm carrying around all this shit for no reason.
My pockets are fucking stuffed with like weaponry.
And
But that's all.
Yeah.
I bet that's all Instagram crap, right? Like, I assume
Yeah.
they're getting
Well,
advertised with just like,
Yes.
because this is Timu shit, right? That
But
people
this-
love.
Some of this,
No,
some of this stuff is pretty elite.
It like
And they're doing
Where was
price
it
tag.
made, brother?
Yeah, well,
no, it predates Tim, and some of it, a lot of it is like, cool brands that came out of Seattle. And I honestly think it's like, how all tech workers wear like Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
You don't need that to go from whatever this, American equivalent is of neutral beta circular key.
Mm.
Like, you don't need it, but they need to feel like they're connected to being manly. in
They're
some-
optimizing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, totally. It's a sense that, I need to live a true life.
Mm.
I need to be ready to knife someone.
I need
on
to
the
be ready
train.
to kill someone. For,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I work in IT.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, my next question though. Okay.
I
So
haven't answered the first question.
the ads are targeted to you as an individual.
Mm.
Why is it bad to have relevant ads? James, you can chuck into this one. This is a question for the table.
No, well, I used to work in advertising.
Some people still do.
Yeah. Fools.
Well,
All right, I guess some of them are doing all right, having a third kid. But I just think it's not. You don't want these people knowing anything about you.
these people.
Yeah.
advertisers.
Yeah, I don't think they're particularly, and I love many of my former colleagues,
Mm.
and
But I don't think. I mean, people, and I don't say this to be like. I say this to just ask you, the listener, the question as well. They don't know, right? Like there's no one person who like knows. Obviously, the database and the neural nets and machine learning algorithms do have a bunch of numbers that represent you and your interest in how likely you are to click on things. So like there is this like, I guess, abstract database that is going to optimize what it's going to show to you. But it's not like a person could ever understand it, right? Like it's not like an individual can look at the database and be like, oh, this person's this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So is that bad? I just throw it to the table.
Let me ask you another question. Is Facebook responsible for one or more genocides?
More.
Sorry,
was that multiple choice? More.
Exactly. I mean, I think we don't want the data being aggregated. It's aggregated ostensibly for the purpose of getting ad dollars. That's the business model.
Yeah.
I don't think we want the data aggregated, and I think for some people to make money by selling a smart billboard is just not. It's not worth the genocides.
But
Let me be the first to say it.
But what if we had relevant ads without the genocide?
Ooh.
Oh well, in that perfect world, right?
That would be nice.
It would be gorgeous to be served a perfect baby carrier the minute before I needed to buy one.
Yeah,
of course. But that's not the world we live in.
No, it's very true. No perfect world. I guess the point of your podcast is that it's a low-grade psychosis machine.
It is.
When you're at a vulnerable point. I get it.
Yeah. But I also think that the mum psychosis is really... I think there's something about it that strikes me as worse than the other kind because it's targeting you at a time where you are also very responsible for another person.
Yeah.
So
all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Especially it was first.
So it's affecting a third. The baby didn't sign up to the Facebook terms of use. Do you know what I mean? It's affecting the baby. It's going to affect everything. Yeah.
How are they going to do that? Get the baby to sign up once everyone's getting jacked in. The glasses.
Yeah, I mean, at what age do children get an iPad nowadays?
That's true. Baby using an iPad already? No. Locked in?
No. That baby, you know what I do for that baby's screen time? I have tried very hard to screen free the baby, but I don't like to talk about it because I know it's very hard to do and I don't want to make other people feel bad if they, the baby has screens. Whatever, do whatever's good for you. But the screen I use on the baby is I go to the apartment buzzy thing and I press the I button on the buzzy and she can see what's happening at the front door.
Okay.
And she thinks that's great.
That's TV.
It is.
Yeah, that's TV.
That's crazy.
But it is great.
So yeah, she doesn't know anything else. So I've tried not to do anything else. Obviously she sees me text and stuff, which I actually find humiliating. I don't like her to see me on the phone. I find it very degrading as a person. For a baby who doesn't know about the world to see you staring at what am I replying? Like laugh reacting in the group chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that.
No, that is humiliating. Yeah. That's so funny that the idea of screen time is looking at your intercom.
Yeah.
That's a great screen. And it's cool.
Yeah,
You're seeing something that's literally happening somewhere else. We've lost that joy and wonder.
Oh, when they invented the train and the first trains were like 35 k's an hour or something, so like dog shit. I read back in the day.
Did you know a guy got cleaned up by the first locomotive and died?
Well, it's heavy, I guess.
No, I'm just saying, imagine if that was your fate.
No wonder
something that was about to completely change the world and radicalize our conception of space, and it fucking tails you up day one.
Well, they were.
This isn't in Liverpool or Manchester or wherever they.
Well, they were freaking out. Like the first reports, because journalists and whatever got on the train and caught it. And the first report I read, I remember reading.
This is classic journalist stuff. Being credulous and.
They literally referred to it as teleportation. Like you open the doors. He's describing the experience as the doors open, you get in, you sit down, then the doors open again several hours later, and you're somewhere else. You're teleported.
That is actually crazy.
That's wacky. I mean,
but no wonder a child would be like, "What? That's an image of somewhere else."
I feel that kind of way when I get on the metro at Sydenham and get off at Martin Place.
Yeah, space. This is why time and space are the same thing, because space ceases to exist once you compress the time, you know?
Yeah.
Like we may as well be at Gadigal right now, you know?
We might be able to get it off at Gadigal. Yeah.
It's 7 minutes away.
What's your screen time policy, mate?
First child, we were basically like zip, zero, and kind of hid our phones almost. Not hid them, not like, I don't want to be overly dramatic here. Try to not be on the phone around first child.
Same.
And second child, we're not quite as like, harsh on ourselves, I suppose. And now our policy is with the kids on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings they can watch TV.
That's a great policy, I think.
But they know no TV during the week. The oldest has started playing Sneaky Sasquatch on the kitchen iPad occasionally.
What is that?
It's a computer game on the iPad.
Oh, I was like, is that an idiom or a video game?
Sneaky Sasquatch.
Well, and she also does mathletics as well on the iPad.
Mandated by the state. Mathletics on the iPad.
Oh wow!
But
There's so much for me to learn as a parent.
That's our policy at the moment. Saturday morning, Sunday morning, so mum and dad can have a little bit of sleep in.
The big screen, small screen distinction, I think, is key.
Big screen, good.
I did have an epic dad blow up one morning with this big screen.
Ah,
because the kids, so the oldest can control it, the Apple TV, but they fucking argue over like what shows to watch. And I warned them. I said, you watch one show each, back and forth, one show each, like, and then they were arguing, and it's 6:30 in the morning, whatever. And as I said, this is me and my wife's opportunity to sleep in. They were arguing, and I was like, right, I told you this would happen. So I picked up the TV, unplugged it, took it to the shed. No TV.
That is a classic dad blow up.
I was kind of laughing to myself as I did it, like in my undies, like no lid on, out the back, carrying this huge fucking TV.
The shed is a classic dad.
Yeah.
I love that.
That's the dad space.
Yeah.
Psychological zone.
So what did they have to do to get it back?
Well, they just had to kind of play a bit nicely, and it's good now. There's a lingering threat that Dad will take the TV to the shed.
Oh, that's good. Actually, can I ask you something? So Alex Lee and I often joke about how Alex became a parent like 4 years before me. She's got 2 now. And how she learned parenting was that she would read posts on Instagram at 2 a.m.
Okay.
That's kind of how she has learned to parent today. How I've learned to parent is as anything's come up with the baby, I text Alex and say, what do I do? And Alex says, I once read an Instagram post 4 years ago.
You're getting it secondhand from the Mumgorithm.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is more human in a way.
Yeah, and I don't know that that's necessarily good, but you just said that you're not on social media much. So if you're not getting at least a secondhand Instagram post, how are you building your parenting philosophy?
That's a great question. So first baby, I read a lot of books and listened to a bunch of podcasts and just kind of then developed my own philosophy.
What are the key tenets?
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going to get into it, like we're in the kind of gentle parenting kind of new age space. I would say, like, no rewards, no punishment kind of vibe. And
okay.
I'm a very au naturel guy. Like, think about what our ancestors did back on, the savannah. And
I do often.
Right?
This is the classic theme.
And we go down that path. What's the norm? What's the most normal?
What's the most normal thing I can do at any moment? That's a good way to conduct yourself in life as well.
Well, I mean, but yeah, like my oldest is 6 now, and not to be condescending, but you kind of stop. You go with your instinct after a while, and like I haven't really thought that hard about my parenting. I mean, I think a little bit about it. Or no, that's not true. You think about it every fucking day. Like when how do you respond to something's happened at school and this, that, and the other. But as far as like overarching philosophies and like deep thinking, I think it's like when you're about to have a kid, you spend so much time reading about like the birth and like what's going to happen to the birth, and you do all your birthing classes and blah, blah, blah. And the birth just fucking happens and it's done. And it's like, oh shit, I just spent weeks reading about the birth, which is done. And now I have a child. And it's like, I know how to change this nappy, and that's basically it. Well, that's not true. Like, but I read a bunch of different books, and they're all everyone's got different ideas, obviously. Look, there are not that many super shit parents. And I think that, like, okay, you disagree?
Let me go on the record disagreeing. Yeah.
I don't know. I think that going with your gut is usually fine. I'm not a judgmental parent.
I think I'm struggling with the fact that I'm quite a judgmental person.
Mm.
But
look, I see a lot of parents doing things that we don't do, you know.
I mean, yeah, what's weird actually with the parenting stuff, I've found myself becoming less judgmental of other people because I'm kind of like, yeah, whatever, it's hard. You do whatever you got to do to get through it that you can do. And I know everyone has different tolerance levels for different things. But I think I am still I'm a judgmental person. I think I probably judge myself if I fail a standard that I think it's fine for other people not to meet because they're not as good as me, obviously. Only I can be this amazing person. So I think that's an interesting struggle. I also think the book thing is interesting. All the books do say different stuff. And actually, relevant to your wheelhouse, have you guys seen all those? You probably haven't. There's lots of mamas on the algorithm saying that they're using ChatGPT to do parenting. And a lot of what people are doing are they're getting their AIs to summarize the parenting books and then saying, I don't pay for ChatGPT because I'm a beautiful woman.
Yep.
But people who pay for it
they're coming for you. You're the next market they're coming for.
But they say that they're doing, you can pay for ChatGPT or whatever, one of them, and you can get it. You can have one that's about just one thing. Yes. So you can tell it.
Custom GPT.
Right. So you can be like, read this book. And then if I ask you a question, answer it using the principles in the book. Is that true?
Okay. There would definitely be tools to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how they're making their parenting decisions, is they're letting the robot interpret the book.
Well, I guess that's slightly more grounded than just raw ChatGPT.
Well, I was going to say, but weren't you just saying that, like, you ask your mate, like, what she learned on Instagram?
Yeah. I'm not saying it's better or worse.
Just what they're doing.
Isn't that exactly the same?
I think it's cool. I think it's an interesting application of the technology.
I think that ChatGPT wouldn't be the worst. I think probably better than Inner West Mums or whatever, like, realistically.
Did you guys see, we talked about an Inner West Mums post on the podcast where one of the mums had posted on there being like, hey, mums, wanted to know what to do in this situation. I think our cleaner has been eating, like, cookies.
So we should, for the non-New South Wales folk, Inner West Mums is like a huge Facebook group, right? It's fucking massive.
Are you in Inner West Dads?
I mean, I'm not on Facebook.
Oh, that's true. Well, I mean,
I might have been.
Are you in Inner West Dads? Just to spy?
No. But I have mates that in there, and whenever they send me a screenshot, it's always like anonymous poster. I need a lawyer in the next 48 hours. That's
but I mean,
the vibe for all of them.
I mean, the vibe of Inner West Mums, I should say, is basically like like just drama. Seemingly, it's
just drama.
People saying just the most insane shit about, like, should I dump my husband? He did all this psycho. My husband did all this psycho shit. Like, do you think I should leave him? It's like, yeah, absolutely, whatever. And just drama, right? But anyway, sorry.
Or this woman I pay to clean my house ate a Tim Tam. Should I fire her?
Yeah.
It's the worst people.
Well, I mean, exactly. Facebook groups bad. I mean, this comes back when we did the episode about tea, right? You know, online communities centered around an issue that is, you know, noble at heart. Whereas with tea, where it's like identifying dudes who are bad, Inner West Mums being a mum in the Inner West, Inner West Dads, you know, it follows. And once you achieve significant scale, because Inner West Mums especially is huge.
It's friggin'.
There's thousands and thousands and thousands.
It's got to be more people than are in the Inner West, right? It's like hundreds of thousands of people in there.
Is it?
Right? I don't know. Is it? We should double check.
I don't think there's hundreds of thousands of people in there.
Let's fact check live. Although I can't. I'm not gonna. Will I know if I just look up Inner West Mums?
I think they normally say how many people are in there. But yeah, I mean, you know, that's just a reflection on the scale of.
Oh, it's only 33K. I guess it's been such an integral part of my wife's life. As pure voyeur, she would never have interacted with a single thing. She regularly regales me of, like, I got to tell you what's going on. You know, like, it's this psycho shit that's going on.
Yeah, see, that's like, do you ever become become normal because inner West mums, that would have people whose kids are like, obviously we're talking about how when you have a baby, you're very vulnerable, like, you know, hormones, brain, body, all of it. But like when your kid's 15 and you're still crazy.
Yeah.
Still
Like what
posting
is
the
that?
West
Yeah. Do
mums.
I get better?
You personally?
Yeah. Will I become sane again? Someone answer this.
You won't, but I don't want to scare any of our listeners who are asking the same question. Because what I say about Hum is very different to what I might say about a normal person. You will not become normal.
Let's get back to the tech and
Devastating pronouncement.
and the Your Pod. What's it like? What's some of the ads you get? What's some of the craziest
So
shit?
did you buy the white noise machine?
I bought the white noise machine.
Oh, you did buy it?
Yep.
Oh, fuck,
bought
you
it.
should have flagged that right up
Oh,
top.
sorry, yeah, $80.
have
Love
you-
it though.
Have you considered a snoo?
I was going to say the snoo.
We were a snoo family.
Are you as in you're a snoo baby?
We snooed. No. Sorry, as in
You're a
No.
Tylenol baby?
not me. I'm a girl. No, we used the snoo. We had a.
Did it work?
Well, it's hard to tell because we didn't use anything else. We only snooed.
So the snoo is like an auto rocking technical cot.
Is it also
It's a bassinet.
Scandinavian?
No, it's American, which is why I was suspicious of it. It was developed by an American pediatrician. And his website is quite strange. Though, again, that could just be American. It was pretty, like, self-promotional
Yeah.
in a way that we find off-putting. You know, that's a cultural, that's a known
that's
cultural
just what they do.
phenomenon.
That's why that's the largest economy on earth, you know?
Exactly, yes.
They said they self
Per capita.
Sorry. For now.
Yeah, for now. So it auto-rocks the baby and it plays white noise. And these are things that apparently scientifically we know to soothe babies. Your kids are too old for the snoo, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
They're
you're
not
gonna go snoo mode.
Well, I think number 3 we might give the snoo a go.
I would recommend it, especially
I'm
'cause
snoo curious.
I wish you wouldn't say it like that. No, I would recommend it, especially if it's your third and you'll feel more relaxed. The snoo for me, and I think I would have done this with any bassinet, was an anxiety-riddled experience because I would put her in it and you strap them in and then the crib rocks like this and it plays white noise. But
And then if they start kind of
Crying.
waking up or crying, it'll like start rocking again automatically.
yeah, it rocks faster and harder and the white noise gets louder. So I would use it, but then I would be scared that the white noise, I was like Googling effects of white noise on auditory processing longitudinal studies.
Right.
Then reading the papers being like, I don't know what the fuck any of this means.
Sure.
So I was really scared of the white noise and the fact that it sounded too loud for such a tiny baby. I was scared that the rocking was getting too, violent.
Shaking the baby.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, then I'm Googling like shaken baby syndrome, how hard shake baby.
You're not allowed to do that.
Yeah.
You can't shake a baby.
Symptom shaken baby syndrome. So it was like meant to be something that made my life easier, but I don't think it did. But I also think if I'd gotten a standard crib, I also would have spent the whole night hovering over the crib being like, well, one of the legs suddenly collapse and the baby will die. So
Well, just like the SIDS thing that they'll roll over. When we first, got a cot or whatever, I was always just like, has the child rolled over? Second child didn't fucking give a shit, to be honest. we didn't even have like a baby monitor or anything by second child.
that's another thing. Gadgets. I'm too scared to have a baby monitor because they all get hacked.
Oh, that stuff. We didn't have a hackable one.
Yes. I just haven't gotten one because I've been too scared and then I didn't want to do the research about is a radio wave hackable.
Yeah, we had the radio wave one.
Oh,
But
there
then
you
we I don't know.
Yeah.
All this stuff you stopped using.
Well,
but snoo, we got friends. I got friends who one of them is in private equity and one of them is works at McKinsey and they're giving us the snoo.
and these are friends of yours.
Yeah.
You're inheriting this. Right.
I'm inheriting that snoo.
That private equity McKinsey snoo.
Actually,
Likely thing object for them to own.
that is very funny that I said that to you because I got the snoo because one of my friends who is a barrister had one for the country home and one for the city home.
Oh,
so-
nice.
Yeah.
The snoos aren't cheap,
No.
So the snoo is the object you inherit
If you
Yeah.
from
want,
your wealthy professional friend.
exactly. If you want to snoo, the best thing you can do is start making friends at Martin Place like,
Exactly.
right now.
Before your old friends from the University of Sydney, any of the sandstone universities, someone you met there has moved into professional services or law, get a snoo from them.
Yeah.
Don't buy your own snoo.
Don't buy your own.
You'd be an absolute fool to buy your own snoo. like fresh new snoo.
Are they doing a lot of Instagram advertising?
Snoo? I don't know. I think it's
no, we
warm word of mouth stuff. Well, it sounds too good to be true. If anyone's like had a kid who doesn't, and no kid sleeps well, but this is the other thing. Like we just embrace like the kids don't sleep well. As I said, we're like a very kind of gentle parenting. We got the kid in the bed with us and all that kind of thing.
I'm actually the same. I also, once she was done in the bassinet and it was safer to sleep with the baby, I've just been co-sleeping and we still sleep in the same bed. And that's also another reason I don't use a baby monitor. I go up every 10 minutes anyway to check on her still, which I probably not necessary.
Yeah.
More advice from me, if you want to take it from Raf from the Tech Podcast, is like, co-sleeping. As I said, what were they doing on the savannah?
What were they doing?
And my kids aren't in our bed anymore. Like they're not gonna be in the bed when they're like 12, let alone friggin' they're not gonna be in bed when they're 4.
No, yeah, I completely agree. And also, it's kind of like now that I've only got, maybe it's different. You've got 2 kids and they share a room, but I've only got 1 baby.
They don't share a room.
Oh,
but they do end up in our bed by the morning. To be fair,
yeah, but like
sometimes,
and they're a bit bigger and a bit less. Like I feel sad now. Like when I'm kind of like I could feasibly leave the child in the bed and go sleep in another bed with my husband. But then it feels like you said on the savannah, it's kind of like, what am I going to do? I'm going to leave her for the lions while I go sleep with an adult man who can perfectly defend himself if there's a lion.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean.
Could he? I've seen him.
When he walks into a room, he checks his pockets to make sure he's got his knife that's a credit card.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, imagine that. Imagine if, like, picture this, you're in a cave, where this is Africa, 15,000 BC. You see like the silhouette of the lion come into like the mouth of the cave, and the mouth of it sneaks in, and then as it's sort of like lifting its horrible clawed paw over you.
Do you take Amex?
Little pocket pistol comes out of your weird little camo bum bag. Lion is gone. Gone.
Oh.
Yeah, we have to re-get a bunch of our shit though for baby number 3. We kind of
that's because you
gave it all
enough
away.
of a gap that but for you as a gadget lover,
I know.
As a guy, a guy who loves devices and objects.
Yeah, that's why we're getting the snow in. Let's give this thing a crack.
Yeah.
When are you due, Raph?
March.
Nice.
Yeah, so still a while away.
Come on, baby shoes, when you're closer to purchase point.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, what do we need to? We need to. Well, you know what the big thing is with 3 kids though is getting 3 car seats that fit.
Yes. Do you have to get a whole new car? Maybe you'll have to get a people mover.
No, we're good. As I said, the family SUV.
Sorry. For 3 kids?
It's got. You can pop up the back seats and make it into a 7-seater. But this is the thing. We'd rather squeeze all 3 in. You can do it, but you'd have to think about it.
Your 6-year-old's only going to be in a booster for another, 3 years, 4 years, maybe?
You're supposed to be in an elevated seat until you're 12, would you believe?
My God.
That cannot be true.
It is true. No one follows the rules.
Being in a booster seat when you're 12.
That's the law.
I understand it's the law.
And literally everyone.
I understand it's the law, but I was in high school when I was 12.
No one obeys it. Yeah, but that's like.
But it's a weight-based thing too, right? Were you a beefy lad?
No, I wasn't a beefy lad. I was normal.
You should have been.
I was normal.
I'm like a height thing, I think. But anyway, whatever. Point being, we're gonna have to deal with that. And 2 cars trying to, because right now we've got 2 cars, right? One car has 2 kid seats in. One has 1, because like we can navigate that because we just swap cars depending on if you need the 2. We can like make it work. And I was trying to, my wife was like, I think we just need 3 in both now.
Oh.
And I'm like, I can work this out. There's a way.
There's a way to triangulate.
Yeah. And
it's like a logic puzzle.
It's a logic puzzle. I still haven't. Actually, this is a good one for the Discord. If you can work out a way that we don't have to have 3 car seats in both cars, because like at any one time, remembering that one of them has to be a baby seat. So if we've got 2 in one car, one of them has to be a baby, like reverse, can't be changed between the kids. What's the deal?
It's like that fucking puzzle with like the boat
and the fox and
and the chicken taking over.
Yeah.
And look, I'm not on Discord either because again, I'm a beautiful woman.
Sure.
Do you believe the people on this Discord of yours are
Yes.
qualified to answer this kind of question?
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that they could really sink their teeth into, I think.
I think
Oh,
so.
yeah.
I think they could work it out. I mean, there are some of them that are definitely who are parents for sure. I've seen them post about it.
Wonderful.
But then there are others who are just very smart boys who could engineer things from first principles.
Well, good luck to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wish them well.
What about your baby, your car seat?
Car seat. Oh, this is another. Yeah, I guess, you know what? You're right. I could be using. I don't use ChatGPT because before I trust ChatGPT, I have a friend.
Yeah.
So I spoke to a friend who I believe is as anxious as me and would have done as much research. And her
Right.
husband is also a very smart man who's good at spreadsheets.
No,
Yeah.
that's good. Good
And
efficiency.
Yeah, and
you
I
got
said
the
the
Britax. Yes. Yeah.
EA graphing. Yes.
ChatGPT wasn't around when we had kids. You got to get the Britax. Simple stuff.
There you go. Yeah.
What's the benefit of this Britax contraption? Why is it good?
You're a sensible parent.
It's safety. It's like the good safety rating. I don't know. They did all the crash tests with the little baby dummies.
Oh, yeah. Those things.
The horrid things to look at.
Disgusting.
Well, what the baby crash test on me?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, totally. But,
It has to be done.
it has to be done.
Has to be
Exactly.
done,
There
yeah.
are some things that suck and are unpleasant. Baby crash test dummies, in and out advertising.
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
are things that are bad and unpleasant and not right, but they keep the world turning.
Got to have them.
Gotta have them.
But I'm trying to think of a fun gadget I bought to tell you before we sign off. What did you buy anything super fun that you loved?
I like I really, really like our pram. I like our pram. It's a good pram.
It's not fun, mate.
Well, like a fun gadget. As I said, we did buy like a decent, baby monitor. We didn't really use it that much. I don't know. What's a fun gadget? You know what? My friend's mum knitted a gorgeous little blanket that we've still got. And we've used that with all the kids. That's probably the best gadget that I got.
That's really sweet.
For a device guy like you, that's big. That's big of you to say.
That's huge.
That it
Yeah.
was a blanket.
It's textile arts.
Still technology.
But now it's still technology. Well, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Let no one on this podcast say physicists don't know how knitting works.
But I think it's interesting. You are going to have another kid when you're in your smart home era.
Yes.
I think that puts you at like massive risk of buying a really extraneous gadget.
Look, I don't think it gets more extraneous than a snoo, honestly.
That's not-
Like it's an auto rocking based on it's like monitoring the child. Does it even do like heat and stuff, sensors and monitors their fucking
No.
That's
it
a
just
different
does,
one?
That's the
Oh,
Owlet
that's-
Smart Sock.
yeah, right.
Have
yeah.
you? We talked about that on the podcast too. That one, it's like Apple Watch for your
Yeah,
baby.
there's
It
a
goes
bunch
on the
of these.
ankle.
I
would
It's
never do
crazy.
this.
No.
There's ones that like monitor their temperature and
Yeah.
their this, that, and the other, and then send you reports and stuff. You don't that's too. You don't want that.
That's just going to stress
This
you
is
out.
actually,
That's Savannah stuff.
yeah, exactly.
On the Savannah, they had snooze.
The snoo was the tribe. We talked about this before the podcast. We want to talk about apps. Were you like this? I've been too frightened to use any baby app. They advertise all the time, like apps to entertain your baby, apps to track your baby's naps, apps to track your baby's poop, apps to track your baby's food. Like just, I don't know, fucking.
Yeah, but
You turn
this
your
is-
baby into a set of numerals for a third party. I hate it.
Yeah, it is like the anxiety factor is like, well, it's a classic in advertising, right? It's like fear is, one of the classic promoters purchasing is fear. There's so much, as you say, you're in the most vulnerable state as like a new mother and a new father for that matter, and a new parent, if you're not either of those things, shout outs. And like, that's the best time to make you think like, oh yeah, I should be fucking tracking every meal and every piss and every poo. When the reality is, if you ask a doctor, if you're like, doctor, my child shat 5 times today, they'd be like, yeah, it's normal. My baby hasn't shat for 7 days. They're like, yeah, it's normal. Humans are weird. They do weird things. But yes, like obviously as a parent, you freak out about these things. And so you're in that ripe state to be like, I need to be tracking. And I
Yeah.
need to be constantly like scanning their temperature and like knowing how much they ate and pissed and shat. And like, what age do they start? They're not crawling yet. Are they slow? They're not walking yet. Are they slow? They haven't said a word. Like, are they focusing their eyes enough? Like, are they doing this, doing that? Like, and then at the end of the day, all kids just turn out fine.
They're mostly fine.
All kids don't have fun.
Yeah, every single one. I completely agree, and I also think there is something interesting about the age we live in, where we think just having a lot of data
Yeah.
in itself good.
Yeah, you're doing good parenting if you have data.
Which is crazy because, again, one of the guys who wrote about it, I'll find the guy later, a Baudrillard-ish guy.
Oh, whoa. A good one?
I don't know.
Like a smart guy who actually nailed it?
Tell me which one said this. He said something about, it's something about the fact that the ascendant class in whatever we do right now is the tech bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the values of the... Sorry.
So
I should know. Or maybe, I don't know. But because he rules the way we talk about almost everything now, his values have seeped outside the container to which they are appropriate.
Yeah.
And therefore, we all talk about, our mothers talk about their lives in terms of data, whereas data is probably not an appropriate lens for the work that they are doing.
Yeah.
Of mother. Do you know what I mean?
No,
I know
absolutely.
what you mean. I don't know the guy who said it. He sounds smart, though.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, maybe it was me, a woman
could've
who
been
said it.
It could have been you.
I guess so. Yeah. No, but yeah, I guess a woman could say that.
Yeah, no, data doesn't mean necessarily anything.
No,
a bunch of unstructured data. What you need is insights.
Yeah.
You need
And I can build you a dashboard for that with my new startup.
That's it. You just need... That's it. If you're worried about all the data you're collecting about your baby, just take a deep breath and just think, I need a better dashboard to view that.
Yeah. In order to attain actionable insights from this
Exactly.
unstructured data,
I
need an app.
I need a series of actionable insight and reports about my baby.
Automated
What
reports.
can I do? Automated reports, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. And obviously those automated reports, you probably, do you have enough time? No. So you need to feed it into an AI who can summarize it to you.
Exactly. Give me 5 points. Take the data, put it into a dashboard, generate me some graphs. Give me 5 points. Give me 5 points. Give me 2 products. Just two products. Nice font, serif. That's serif font.
24-hour delivery.